All right, time to get started. And we are live. Time to make some video games. Working on some arrays in my tower defense game for enemies colliding with bullets. So I'm going to see if I can make some progress there. And then maybe switch over to some Blender before the night's out. Vanguard, what's going on, dude? Looks like your 3D version of the Matchy dungeon crawler roguelike is you just never stop, dude. Every time I talk to you, you've made a new game. Family's doing pretty well. Yeah, not bad at all. How's your family doing, man? Testing, testing. Is this any better? Ah, gotcha. Testing, testing. All right, yeah, no, family's doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. It looks like you made a lot of progress on your 3D version of the matching game. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I'm just glad to be back on stream. I'm just trying to sort out a little thing with the enemies and the bullet. Storing all of the bullet IDs in an array, and then I want to get that sorted. Then I'll move over to probably more level and tower design for tonight. So I'm just reading some stuff over here. My green screen is particularly glitchy tonight. It thinks my shirt is green, so it's trying to make me transparent. I have become glitch. Yeah, doing full screen today. I changed it up. I was doing a video. I could modify it. Yeah, no, I shot a video and I left it at full screen. Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. I was just looking over some stuff, doing some refresher stuff. Things I've done before. It's like it's been a while since I implemented, so I'm just kind of looking over how other people have done things. You know, because to be honest, lately I've been doing a lot more learning in Blender, so some things I'm kind of freshening up on again in GDevelop. That glitch effect is going crazy tonight. Hopefully that's not too annoying. So did you get some good feedback on your platformer? Blender Pro, all right. Had a few playtesters. Most found level 4 too hard, and the rest wanted a level select. Level 4 is hard. We can't get past it. My goodness. It is that one choke point. Well, I'm sure Sam won't complain. He's been wanting to get past it. We just couldn't. I got almost past it. Actually, I got to the very last platform. You know, at that choke point, I got to the very last one before making it all the way across. So it was close. I'm glad you got some feedback, though. Sometimes it's hard to get feedback. It sure is. It looks like green, but it's supposed to be black. It's actually black. Let me see if I can tweak this. Maybe slightly better there. My friend was saying it was driving her crazy, not in a good way. I brought the sensitivity down just a little bit. I'm working on a piece of chainmail right now. Anytime I watch a movie or a show in the living room, I just put together a few rings on a chainmail piece. I can't even call it a shirt yet, but eventually it'll be one. You had a few of your kids' friends play it through screen share, and it was loud. Great feedback, though. Nice. Problem is the part after you don't know, so we'll end up reset. The problem is the part after. Oh, man. Yeah, no, that's true, because you get past that part, and then you die on something else, so... It's brutal. Unless you can take the waypoint with you. The checkpoint. The new upgrade will help with that. Actually, yeah, I saw that upgrade. And I think I unlocked it I still didn't get it across though, so I didn't really have a chance to use it. I think that's the one. So I guess for this array, you can only use a scene variable. I've got music playing. I guess I could just call it quiet. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, the recalling the checkpoint once per level. I was definitely planning to use that if I made it across the chasm. Yeah, the tile flip roguelite, it's I'd say it's got potential. I'd say it probably depends on like how what you do with it. And to be fair, I've only played about 3 levels a couple of times, but it's the kind of game I would play more of as long as it, as long as it goes somewhere. But, again, I'm sure you've already added some stuff to it, but I mean, it's pretty cool. Hey, Riley Parker. Hope you're having a good night. All right, let's see here. Let's fire up a level here. Give something to look at. Is there an enemy stuck? We've got an enemy stuck over here. Actually, 7 of them. What are they getting stuck on up there? Oh, there's a... Is that a spawn point? No. It's on the base layer. Yeah, not good if they stuck. Let's see, it looks like everything shifts slightly to the right, so maybe it's getting stuck under an enemy barrier. Maybe just delete off the back end. Oh, so now they're trying to go around. What if I bring it all the way out here into the visible part? Let's test this out. See if we can get this thing fixed. Also, let's not hide them. I want to see where they are. Good old debugging. Oh. Yeah, it looks like it's too narrow right up in here. Okay. That's easy enough. Yeah, these are some big back enemies. There we go. They just had too much lunch. I mean, these are the bones of their fallen, so... All right, save that. Actually, let me double check that it's still working. Yeah, seems to be. I know. I'm hoping sooner than later, man. Really hoping sooner than later. It's driving me crazy how long this is taking. It's shameful. My goodness. But I think it's coming together. Like, I think pretty soon it's just going to be a matter of cranking out a whole bunch of levels. And you saw I've got some systems in place to generate them now. So I don't think we're definitely talking before the year's out. Before then, even for playtesting. Definitely. Yeah, I can't wait for build time. Just go, go, go. And tonight I want to also replace this Earth Tower if I have time. Yeah, appreciate it. Now, I wasn't sure like what kind of look I was going for at the start of all of this, but I think I found something that I can achieve and that doesn't necessarily clash too much. So each one seems to have enough character to be distinct, but not completely clash in art style. Yeah. My zoom in capability is still like a little bit clunky, so I'm not sure. I don't know. Have you found like a really good way to zoom in? Like if I scroll the mouse wheel once, it's just kind of a normal. It goes to the cursor's current location. So it's supposed to help go to exactly where you're looking. I guess I just need to let you play test it and then you'll know what I mean, but it's a little bit funny. So if I hold it just on like one spot, it's normal, but if I move it around at the same time, I don't know. It's not broken, it just feels different from other games. Need to put the playtest out for people. It's not a question I can ask, really. Something people need to feel. Honestly, mostly focusing on PC first, and like that's my goal is get PC done, and then I'll probably focus on making the mobile version because right now, Lord knows it's taking me long enough to do anything at all. But yeah, I think I'm gonna basically. It's probably not the most efficient way to do things, but I think I'm gonna retrofit a second version for mobile separately. I don't think it's going to be too bad because of the nature of the game. It's mostly, I play tower defense games on mobile all the time. It's just tap button, place tower, tap tower, select upgrade. It's really not that bad. If PC could add WASD, move the camera, and just zoom to center. Yeah, it could do that too. They zoom to center and then move around on the screen. That wouldn't be too bad. That might be smoother. Mobile's just pinch and swipe. Yeah, should be. I got these buttons upgraded to the new custom object feature as well. It's actually better than I thought it would be. That distance variable up there, that text object, is actually measuring the distance between the tower placement icon that I have, my box, is measuring the distance from that to the nearest tower. It's part of the darkness feature of the game, if you're wondering what that is. What's going on, you mobile? Oh, gotcha. Man, some of our other guys have been pretty quiet lately. I know Blaze pipes up here and there in the Discord, but must be pretty busy with school and stuff, huh? And then yeah, the other guys. I know George popped on here at the start. Everyone's been pretty quiet lately. Haven't seen Travis in a hot minute. The new button properties and edit, getting used to it. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, at first I was pulling my hair out over it. I was like, couldn't figure out how to... I thought I had to make a new, like, copy every time, but I realized you can just reference the same copy as many times as you want. And again, I know it looks like I'm just staring off into nothingness. I'm just reading some gdevelop implementation stuff to get an idea of what I want to do here for an array. Also, I switched the game over to 1920 by 1080 when I revamped the game. It was 720... What was it? 1280 by 720. Now it's 1920 by 1080. So there's a lot more room for these towers compared to before, which I'm happy with as well. Yeah, maybe it's that time of year for everyone. I don't know what time, but that time. It must be that time of year. Yeah, there is less stretch on full screen, that's for sure. Hey, let me ask you a quick question. Are you familiar with this event? For every child in array, store the child in variable X. For that X variable, does that need to be a scene variable? Let's see if I can show you what I mean. Yeah, no, you're super helpful. You're really good at this stuff, man. You've only used it in a scene variable. Okay, that helps. It's part of what I needed to figure out for what I'm doing. So let's see if I can build this out. It'll be over here. So, oh, and then actually the other part of the question was for the array, does the array have to only be a scene array? Because currently I'm trying to use it on an object array, but I don't think that it likes that. I can access local variable, global variable, scene variable. But if I start typing in any kind of object, nothing pops up. Which is unfortunate. Enemies dot. Let's copy this. Array. Yeah. I mean, it's not throwing like a big fat red line at me, but I don't know if it's going to do anything with it. I guess we'll find out. Store the child in variable child. It's so funny that they're called children. The child name in... Let's see, this will be the index, so this will be I. Okay, so this will be a variable check as well. Also, trying to access a child of a child is limited. Yeah, I'm running into a lot of, maybe not a lot, I'm running into some issues with arrays and array tools. I put a question out on the forums about array tools and didn't really get an answer. I think there's a bug with array tools and the, kind of like what I did up here, the number of children in the array. But actually, not that one. If this one down here, if the number... No, if array has number, that seems bugged when used on groups. I think that's a bug. Honestly, it's definitely one of the areas where I really wish we could just do, and I guess in a way we probably could, but I really wish we could just do the source code because I understand that better. Like, I know how to write it out in theory or in code, but in the events, you're a little bit more limited with your building blocks. So it's a little bit frustrating sometimes. Fun thing about helping others is you get to try a new extension you never used. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, definitely can use the JavaScript. Let's see, we're gonna do something here. I haven't looked at the 3D stuff very much, to be honest. Like, I really want to, I just haven't had the time. How are you liking it? I know they've been making a lot of progress with the interface and in the viewport and everything. Yeah, the viewport's needed, I could imagine. Yeah, it'll be a new, it's like a whole new learning experience. Like, I was watching some, I'm bad at it, but I was playing a little bit of golf lately. And I was watching a guy on YouTube, and he was trying to help get, he's like a really good golfer. And he was trying to get back in the mindset of a new player so he could figure out how to help new players. Because once you're so good at something, you kind of forget how it is to be bad at it. So he learned the game, instead of being right-handed, he learned to play it left-handed, so he's very, very bad at it. He actually got pretty good at it left-handed, but I feel like it's going to be the same way, switching over to 3D. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to come back to this a little bit later. Let's work on the Earth Tower. Hopefully it doesn't freeze up on me. It was freezing up a little bit earlier. All right. Yeah, I can try out your Marble Madness style game. When did you start that one? Trying to get the ball to move in camera direction was a pain. I could imagine. I could imagine. All right, so for this one, I always have to look at it. I always keep this preview like really small because that's what is going to show up small in the real thing. So what I want is I want a little bit of greenage to show up on here. So I need to make like an object that can be the kind of a particle. I'm trying to think of how I want to do that. I'm going to add what do I want to add? I could almost just texture paint it for what I'm trying to do, but spent a few hours on it the other night to test. Yeah, I can definitely spin it up and see how it looks. Falling leaves. Falling leaves could be a cool animation. Honestly, what I like about the approach I'm taking is, depending on like tower upgrades and stuff, I can just change the animation. Change the particle or anything like that. Or change the color of the light, whatever the case may be. But yeah, so specifically I'm thinking about a way to add some moss onto the walls. So I'm thinking I might add particles that spawn on the brick. Let me just put those on a UV sphere. Scale that up. And then, actually I'm going to need to scale it down. Like way down. No, sounds good, man. Maybe I'll even flatten it out. Let's add some texture to that. Actually, let me move it up against the tower and see how it compares. Yeah, it's too big. So I need it to be like really small. All right, now let's go to let's go to shading. Actually, let's shade smooth on it. Then we'll go to shading. See, I think there was something I had on here I could use. Was it grass? Which one did I use? What's this one? Yeah, it's grass. Where is that one? Yeah, Blender is insane. It's kind of like the rabbit hole never ends. Blender is like difficult to begin, difficult to master. It's not like GDevelop. I didn't feel like it was easy to begin, difficult to master. I thought it was difficult to begin, difficult to master, which I have not mastered. I have a long way to go. In fact, this tower I built in a completely different way than the others. If you look at it, it's got pieces that are completely... Actually, I grouped them together, but they're completely separate from each other. See this? Because there's like this add-on actually for building walls, and it's really insane. Yeah, it's modular. It's a really cool feature. Like you can tell it add windows, add arches, arch shape, and all this stuff. Whereas the other towers I did piecemeal. So just so many options. All right, where'd that thing go? There it is. So I'm going to go to this thingy. Keep losing it because it's so small. And I'm going to tell it... UV unwrap. Smart UV project. Okay. I also need to add... Add some nodes on here. Oops. Let's see. Actually, what I want to do is use the same setup as this one. So let me see where this is located. Copy that path. And select all of these and apply. There we go. Don't know why it didn't work the first time. Yeah, I'll be making the enemy in Blender as well, using a smoke thingy. Just haven't spent a whole lot of time on it, but it's going to be kind of a wispy kind of entity. So it's like a traveling smoky wisp. Yeah, and I'm happy about it because then I can export it as frames in an animation, but it'll look like particles, but it won't have the computing cost of particles. And then I can easily change the color, the dynamic, all that kind of stuff with just a few button clicks and make really different enemies, you know. Yeah, Ghastly and Haunter. Yeah, Ghastly's the round floating one. He's very much... He needs to be like a... like an Easter egg or something. Okay, now I have this object, so what I want to do is just move that out of the way. And then for the tower... I'm going to select maybe this one here. Let's do particles. Add a new particle thingy. We're going to do, I think, as hair. But then we're going to use a object. So we're going to emit from, let me see, what are the vertices like? Yeah, vertices is fine. Emit from vertices. Render as object, and then we'll select our object. And then number is set to 1,000 at the moment. There they are. So let's increase the scale. Quite a lot of scale there. Let's bring the starting scale to 0.5, and then maybe the scale randomness to 1. I don't know, like, yeah, 1's the max. So scale, in fact, let's go smaller. Let's go 0.25 and then increase the number to say, what's 5,000. Again, let's pull up the preview window over here so we can really see what we're looking at. Why is the render black? Did I delete a light? What in the world? The message never sent. Oh no, what message? Oh, this is supposed to be in cycles, I think, but still, not sure what's going on here. Now, let me save this. I feel like a crash is coming. I mean, it's kind of spooky. It's like Halloween, but that's not what I'm going for. Oh, someone was asking you to playtest a game, but then they wanted you to buy it for $1. Yeah, I wonder if they didn't remember that they set it to $1. But if that was intentional, then that's pretty shady. I assume you didn't play it. All right, so for the rest of these, it'll be pretty simple. I think I just need to... I say that, let me make sure. So the particle here... Let me name this moss. Or wall moss or something. Wall 2 and wall 5. Copy all to selected objects. There we go. So that's what I need to do. And boom, they all have the little mossy effect. Not super noticeable yet, but we'll get there. Let me save. Was it just looks... Crazy thing was, it just looks like the template for the driving coin collect game. What the heck? Okay. They're trying to make you pay for it, and they didn't even actually build anything. Why do I feel like that was a scam from the very beginning? Oh, you said that they did know? Wow, and they asked for a donation for a game that was just the game template starter kit. Okay. Have a good day, sir. Have a good day. My system is going slow tonight. And why is the light not rendering very well? It's rendering a little bit. I feel like I disabled something. They tried. They almost got your $1. Almost. And by almost, I mean they absolutely did not almost get it. Yeah, the Dark Tower look, that might be a cool, like, alternate fire mode or something. Yeah, you know, like maybe like an alternative. It's kind of neat. I mean, definitely discovering some options for this game and for others. Layout. Let me shut it down and fire back up. I don't think it's going to help, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, that could be the case. Because, in fact, that reminds me, I will need some sort of an animation or a sprite for destroyed towers. So we could do something like that. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. What did I change? So these... Because it seems like it's just the walls, but I don't think that I changed anything crazy about them. I think the light is interacting normally with the tree and with the ground. Let Let me find the sun. Do I have a sun? Yeah. And there's an area light down here. And again, the left side of the screen is the actual render. This other one's just like a lightweight preview. So that's why I'm focusing on the left one. Enemy destroys the tower, turns it into that, and you have to rebuy it or pay to remove rubble. Yeah, definitely one of those things. I've seen it both ways. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know what is going on with the lighting. I'm just going to keep with the building for now. And let's finish up the particle thingy. I'm going to reduce the number of particles, and then I'm going to add children particles. Oh, that was not what I wanted. Calm down, Blender. It is not happy today, man. It is not happy. What is going on with it? You would think it's a complete piece of junk, but to be honest, I've never really liked my graphics card. It's an Intel graphics card, which is like a mid-range. You know, it's not the top end, but it's not a piece of trash either. But it's a little bit funny when it comes to some programs. It's an Intel Arc. Yeah, becomes a love-hate relationship, doesn't it? It knows I'm trying to stream too. Well, I have this running off the GPU because it's 3D graphics. And yeah, Blender's crashing on me. Because for each project I can specify what I want it to run off of. Let me set it to the Eevee render engine. Maybe that'll be a little more friendly. The lighting is working better in Eevee. So in Blender, you can choose between the render engines. Oh yeah, I hate it when that happens. Sometimes the autosave catches it, but sometimes it doesn't, right? Well, I can tell you one thing. This is not going to make for an interesting stream. It's not in the cards. So let's back out. All right. Where can I find your game? Is it on your GD Games? Yeah, then it's guesswork as to what saved. All right, here we go. Is there sound? Do I need to mute my other music? Look, you zoom in and out. Nice. No sound. All right. This was me today. I was trying to help someone push a car up a driveway, and it was like this. It was like easy, and then slow uphill. It doesn't like to jump on a ramp. Or maybe it does. Yeah, it doesn't always like to. Alright, so you can zoom in and out. You can change. You go all the way around. That'll make you sick, won't it? Nice. Oh, Q and E. Yeah, so if this were like a strategic puzzle game, maybe I'm trying to maybe like the walls are lava, you're trying to avoid those. So you can zoom in. You can look more top down if you need to. Go carefully up a ramp. Maybe I want to look to the left, so I push E. But there's a wall, so I need to zoom in or go up top. And maybe I want to zoom back out. Oh, it kind of culls the wall a little bit? Oh, maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's all the, looks like you got the camera mechanics that you would need for a strategic 3D game. Getting the controls to swap with the camera was a pain. So do you have how many cameras do you have in the scene? Just one, but it rotates. Well, you're gonna have to shut up and take my money. I wanna buy this. Nice, dude. The forces are applied in a direction. You can jump pretty high. Yeah, it does need timing. Although it seems like if I actually just hold it down, it'll auto jump. But otherwise it needs timing. Pretty cool. Oh, I still have GDevelop running. All right. Go left on level 1. $50 kills per kill. Dang. What is going on here? Restart the game to undo what you've done. Ooh. Tester's Graveyard. Speedy 238 sacrificed to spikes in the name of testing. Ginger Angel. Their jump timing was tragic. Corey Bond. Here lies a legend at dying repeatedly. That's true. I'm going to save this one for when he's here. CD. Gone, but their mistakes live on. Combine. Failed, respawned, failed again. Bubble. Fell for the same trap 645 times. Classic. Ah, classic. That whole dying 645 times to the same trap. Hate it when that happens. Drizzy. Bob. Interesting. Who's that? Shadow. Shadow Dabest. DeBest. Shadow DeBest. Here rests a soul who pressed buttons wrong. Pixel Triangle. Or Pixel Tangle. They wanted it to say Bob. Gone, leaving only rage and a shattered keyboard. Frosty Bitex. Overestimated their own skills. Then we've got Null. Null. Placeholders, I imagine. What is she doing over there? Very nice. I love it. I kind of want to do something like this, something a little bit Easter eggy in the tower defense game as well. Get all of you guys in there. That's the hint to a second character. Nice. I love it. Of course I die there. Level 9 gives the code. So if I leave the level, so what skill issue fixes? Oh, is this a dev thing? Was there a way to skip ahead to levels? I forgot if you put that in there. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the upgrade tree so you can buy stuff whenever. Nice. Oh, come on. Need to beat level 8. Man, I'm rusty at this. This is easy stuff. Can't remember my distances. I don't think I can make the jump from here, but I'm going to try. And I pushed the keyboard too late. But there is a DNA down below, so I'm going to go snag that. And then see if I can go to the next level. Just got to get a few deaths in there, warm up. Pretty awesome, dude. There we go. All right. Good. Did that correctly. You put fake walls on a slight angle to help. Are you talking about like this part where you can jump through? Gotcha. So like that right there on the left is it's slightly angled. Oh, of course I would look at that one then. I was like, man, it's really discreet. Nice. That'll be good to look out for. Okay, I think that's enough for the checkpoint. But if I'm going to get that other upgrade, I need to grab a few more. I don't remember exactly which of those had the spikes. I know it's some of them. All right, that should be good. Yeah, it's kind of fun. There. So if I want that one, I need 20. I know it's like, oh, my computer's so slow. No, that's just the game operating as intended. Just a random timer. What's the timer range? Like 3 to 6. They'll never figure it out. All right, how much do I have? 17, almost there. I definitely got a 6 on that one. Oh, 19. I thought I had 20. There we go. Your game preloads the next scene during current scene, so loading time should be 0. That's a good way to do it. All right, so is level 4, is this version of level 4 updated? It's fixed. Ah, I even knew that one was there. I just jumped wrong. Yeah. That's definitely doable now. Oop, almost fell in that one. Pretty sure it's just death. No, that's a door. Okay. And I fell again. All levels are able to be done as you playtested it a few times last night, unless you broke something earlier. Awesome. Well then, Beatbox Kid and I will definitely have to go through these. I keep doing that. All right, you know what? I am done, but I love what you've done with it so far. Awesome work, dude. Crazy that you're doing that, and you're building the other games, and the 3D rolly ball game. The sign needs fixing. It would kind of be neat if these showed what they were. Because I think when they pop up, it tells you what it was. But I don't remember. You wanted it to be unclear. Well, mission accomplished. Theme achieved. All right. Menu. Run away. This button judges you. I don't actually remember how to get out. I think it's because that's not the desktop app, right? So it just doesn't work in browser. Yeah, I'm not going to do that for Infinity, that's for sure. For the desktop. Very nice. All right, well, I think that's going to be it for me. Probably a shorter stream than usual, but yeah, Vanguard, thanks for hopping on. Good to hang out with you, and keep the games coming. I'm having fun play testing them. So, and when Beatbox Kid gets back, we'll go through all of your levels now that now that we're going to be able to actually play through them. So, yeah, thanks for hopping on the stream. Anyone out there, hope you all have a great night and a great weekend. And whatever it is you're working on, I hope you have fewer bugs than I do, and I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.